Hey guys, Cameron here. I don't just read comics, I love them. And on today's episode of Cameron Reads Comics, I just wrapped up Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, the trade paperback. I believe it collects issues number 1 through 6 by Patrick Horvath and Hassan O.E. I won't even try and pronounce it because I don't want to offend you. Wow. I knew this book was so freaking hyped after this last year. It just blew up. It was one of those kind of like something is killing the children kind of books with an explosion. And the other thing I kind of realized and learned about this book is that it's published by IDW, which is a publisher that I think needs more wins right now. And so to see such a blockbuster title, a 6-issue mini, come in and just get IDW some flowers, I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked on it. This was also just, it was gifted to me. It was something everyone wanted me to read, and so I finally picked it up and read it. You don't need to know anything going into this. It's an indie book, so just hop right in. It lends itself to thriller, horror, American Psycho vibes, but it's like American Psycho meets Berenstain Bears. I had the cover, and even if you just look at it, you know, not really paying too much attention, if you just look at the cover of this book, you'll see that my girlfriend looked at it on the, not looking into the cover too much, but she's like, is this like a children's book? This artwork looks like child art. Patrick Horvath, writer-artist, does a great job of just like using the art to create tone. He did the colors, he did everything. This is very much his book with letters by Hassan. It is solely his baby. I think he did this with watercolors. So he watercolored every page, and that kind of gives it its vibrancy and its tone. Watercolors are not usually the means that the medium I would use to tell a story like this, where I guess just getting into the story, you have Samantha Strong, who is owns a hardware store in the small town of Woodbrook. You find out going into the series and just getting to know your protagonist, narrator, that she likes to murder people. And it's very much kind of like Silence of the Lambs or American Psycho kind of murdering people, where she lures people to some place and then she just surgically kind of maims them in it's such a methodical way to kill someone. She's mastered the art of murder, and her only rule is you can't kill in Woodbrook. Like, let's keep this town, and it's the smallest kind of small town. It's the most quaint. It is Riverdale. It is Smallville. It is a quaint small town. That's her rule, but then the story is about murders happening in that small town, and Samantha can't stand for that. And she's equally worried that she could become a suspect. So it's about finding out who the killer is, secrets about the small town, and there's a great kind of pivot. I didn't think this was like so directly tied into the story, but there's like a little B plot when she's looking for the murderer, finding a suspect, and kind of an exploration of, okay, how well do we know the people that we surround ourselves with in our community? How well do we really know them? What kind of past do they have? And so I thought that was a great exploration. It was really interesting. Such a great point of view and a great character to follow throughout this series. For the art, it's just incredible. Tonally, it's amazing, and the panel layout, the way narratively it is driven, it's just so punctuated so well. Horvath is just one of the next great indie horror creators. I know he's already starting on his next series. It's currently coming out right now. I waited too long to go read this. So if you are a bigger horror fan than I am, you need to go pick up this book, because I'm not so into horror, but I loved this. And I'm kicking myself reading the first 2 issues and then waiting to read the next 4 because I waited so long to read this. So just learn from my mistake and don't be like me. Go pick up this book. Rating is gonna be, we're gonna give it a 9.2 out of 10. It was just so solid, so well punctuated, not overly complicated, not trying to world build so extensively, but it really is a story with a vision and a tone, and it just hits those beats every single time incredibly well. So that's all you really need to know about the story going in. It's otherwise, let it take you for the ride. At no point does the story let you down. And also, it is so gnarly. I just can't emphasize where I'm like, oh, this book is also low-key demented in the best possible way. It's not grotesque, it's demented. But yeah, that's just my review. Also, if you're not like 13, don't read this. I'll be that guy. I'll be the worst. Maybe that makes you want to read it more. Sorry, I don't want you to. If you have children and they see this book, don't let them pick it up. Do it for me. Protect the kids. My name's Cameron. I just read comics. I love them. See you guys next time.